It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade.
Hey, I'm gonna be dropping the link ASAP. What's good, Grand Awakening? Still setting up. Shout out to the UGC. What's up, Josh? What's going on, bro? Get some banners set up. Hey, real quick, I want to say shout out some channels, you know, do my promo thing real quick. Shout out to Corey Lee Boxing. I caught a little bit of his live stream earlier today. And we need to get a lot of people over there because in my come up in the YTBC, he was one of them ones that I was coming up with. You know, when we started doing debates and a lot of commentary here and there. So y'all get over there to Corey Lee Boxing. Also, shout out to 1-2 Kid, UGC's very own. Also the top dog of the THC, True First Crew. Most definitely get over there, check out the content, subscribe. The brother is growing and he's gonna do tremendous things in the YTBC. You know, just people got to catch his wave and, you know what I mean, just enjoy the content. So big shout out to the content creators that's been consistently, you know, producing good content, not just good content, but true media. You know what I mean? Not everybody get the true media stamp, but shout out to the ones that's bringing it real along with the high content. You know what I mean? Let me get this topic together because Devin Haney is changing the game up, man. And I'm saying that because you know what the longevity I've kind of had watching this content and watching the, you know, how the fans gravitate to certain fighters and things like that. The momentum shifted to where I like to call it, it got on some little champ shit. Everybody was an A side. Everybody is being a diva. You know, like it just got on some different stuff, man. And then a lot of the fans just wholeheartedly got behind that. The diva, the ducking, franchise, all that crap, right? But Devin Haney, right? He's one of them guys in the younger generation that don't want no part of that little champ shit stamp. You know, he's made enough money and he's like, man, I need my legacy to be straight. I need to be remembered for somebody who did it the big champ way and not the sucker way, as they say in my time, the sucker route. He ain't taking the sucker route, you know. And I want to shout out also, you know, there's certain fighters in boxing that didn't take the sucker route to become champ or to level up. And Errol Spence, shout out to Errol Spence, he got a big fight coming up versus your Dennis Ugas. He was one of them guys that had to go overseas and fight to become world champ. You know, it's not like we haven't seen it, you know, done in boxing. And somebody from the American soil get on some big champ shit. And that's why I got to push Devin Haney. You know, he is on American soil. Matter of fact, you know, a lot of y'all don't even support Devin Haney, but a lot of y'all born in the same state as him. But because he may not have the complexion for the connection, y'all might not want to fuck with Devin Haney. But he representing y'all too. He going overseas, for the ones that's from American soil, whatnot, or whatever you want to call it. But the North American continent, the ones that's from here, he putting on. He been representing for the dream, the quote unquote American dream. And if he wins, that's an American victory, dog. You know what I mean? We can do that weed shit. Shout out to the weed community. If Devin Haney wins, we are undisputed, motherfucker. You know what I mean? We gonna be undisputed. Shout out to the UK and Scotland. Y'all got y'all's, man. Y'all been on some big champ, and we get big champ shit, and we can say that UGC has been keeping it a stack. When the UK get on some big champ shit and dominate, we say, you know what, UK dominate. When Josh Taylor or Scotland or somebody dominating, we say, hey, you know what, they dominating. When Ukraine is getting on some big champ shit and dominating, we like, oh, hey, man, they dominating. When we getting on some big champ shit and we start dominating, give us the same credit, dog. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy all the way around the board. You know what I mean? So shout out to Australia. You know what? I listened to a interesting live stream. Shout out to T Street Controversy. You know what I mean? Sometimes if it's some real shit, it don't matter what mouth it come out of. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, okay, that was real right there. And it didn't even really come from T Street. It came from his guest that he had on a panel with him. And the dude was from Australia. And you know what? He kept it so real. He kept it really real, And it's crazy people want to keep it real now because Devin Haney is fighting George Kambosos. But before, it was not that same energy. It really wasn't. A lot of y'all was out here talking about Teofimo was undisputed, George Kambosos was undisputed. But do you know how they promoting this fight now? And matter of fact, the Aussie dude on there, the Australian, said, to be real, in my opinion, George Kambosos needs Devin Haney more than Devin Haney needs Kambosos. That's what he said. And he's from Australia. Because he said he's got the other belt that he needs to become undisputed. And I'm like, damn, everybody just keeping it real all of a sudden, huh? Keeping it real out here now, huh? So interesting how shit flipped. You know what I mean? But when it was Tio and when it was George, and he was going on his little spiel and he was going after Lomachenko and trying to make that fight, I'm undisputed. But now you got to fight Devin Haney because you need another belt to become undisputed. Ain't that some shit? Look at that guy. It's funny how that shit flipped all the way back around, man. All the way back around. Who else we got in here? Chin, what's up, bro? Getting ready to hit the pavement. Shout out to Joshua, man. He said, I jumped the gun on Spence with Vada. They doing jerk. I'm not jumping shit. What you talking about? I'm not jumping the damn thing, Jamal. I'm going to drop the link. Hold up. I'm going to drop the link, too. Keep that same energy, Jamal. I'm do that right now. But I want to catch these comments. Shout out to the UDC family. Q the guy. What's up, bro? Blackout. So little light topic, light flame, light promo. Tony Reviews. What's up, bro? Shout out to Tony Reviews as well, man. Support my bro, Tony's Reviews. You know what I mean? He do his live stream. He be playing games live and shit, but he be doing his boxing talk. Speaking of boxing talk, one of the weakest niggas to ever do it. No, my bad. I'm tripping. Jamal Wright, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
It's been a minute, dog. You came back for this one. You must have seen Errol Spence, man.
Man, you know it, man. I've been listening to you yesterday, man. Like I say, man, you jumped the gun on that Spence shit, dog. You talking about, well, you jumped the gun. Somebody, they weren't doing bother and where you just got to face the fact you ain't going to be doing this and find Spence. I'm like, what? What is the man talking about? But now Spence clarified and everybody else saying he penny rolls shit in February. So what's going on?
Well, I'm gonna check it out, bro. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I hope
You
he
know, you
telling
don't
the
want
truth.
two kids.
Hey, hold on, Q. Jamal. Hopefully he telling the truth, being that that's his nickname. We don't want to do that one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like he say, he been in boxing since Kell Brook fight. Like why the energy changing and stuff, man?
No. That's false, bro. That
I'm
is
saying why the
definitely
energy.
false.
What test he not did bother with when he fought? Who?
Him and Porter did Vada?
Yes, Danny
Him and
Garcia.
hold on. Him and Danny did it?
Yes.
Oh
Man,
man.
he got the WBC. Guess
Testing.
what
1,
though?
2, 3.
He
Huh?
got the WBC belt, dog. It's mandatory
No,
that he be in bottom.
hold on. No. It's mandatory, right, to be in the clean boxing program, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna pull up. But what is tricky about that is when there is a fight schedule, right? In most cases, like Canelo Alvarez, AJ, a lot of fighters, right? They pay the money to get tested on a fight by fight basis. Okay. When you in the clean boxing program, somebody could pull up or they may not. And what I've been learning is that the funding ain't been there. And that's a WBC issue. They're not funding VADA to go around and pull up on everybody that's in this clean boxing program like they used to because they got favoritism for certain fighters. We're going to keep it a stack. But you got certain fighters that's just like, look, we're going to do 3 months of VADA testing before this fight, homie. Fuck what you did in the past. And to make sure that they on the even playing field. You know what I mean? But nah, Jamal, you know, if he gonna talk like that and saying that he been testing since the Kell Brook fight, bro, it's something that's a word called receipts out here. So I
Why
hope he
y'all
keeping
be?
it
Why
100.
y'all? I'm just saying, dog. Why y'all always keep suspecting all these years that Spence doing some shit? Man, they never got caught for anything. Nigga talking about the nigga titties, his all kind of dumb shit. Like, why y'all be putting that shit on this man like all these years? You don't
Who
like the
is
man. Just say,
I ain't
well,
said nothing
I
about
ain't
Earl
saying
titties
no.
or none
I
of that
know. I
shit,
ain't
bro.
saying. Well, no, the other clown that used to be on him blocked me. I don't forget his name. He always the one who used to
Who
love
tried?
Kell Brook. Yeah, trash. Yeah. That motherfucker that used to always say shit about like the man on goddamn steroids or PED, all kind of shit, man. They been saying shit about Smith for years, and the man never got caught. The man just gifted, dog. He shaped,
You said he never
shredded.
got
That's
caught.
how his body is.
That's just
Man,
how his body.
a lot of money, man. You know, it's a lot of money. But you know, I'm looking at the Vada website and they ain't got their face up there.
Uh-oh. You hear that, Jamal? I told you it's a word called receipts out in this hole.
Okay, you got but they don't mean nothing though. It's a lot of people faces ain't
This
up there.
man.
Shit, like who?
Oh
Canelo up
man.
there,
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That's for
but he
sure. He
already
up
done
there.
failed the drug test though.
No, we're not
Two
gonna do
times.
that, Jamal. Jamal, yes, that's true. That is a fact. We give you that, but we're not gonna do that though. That's in the
So
past, bro. We talking about today.
okay, we talking about the day has Spence failed anything. What are you talking about?
No, that's not the. Is he enrolled? Is he in Nevada or not, bro?
Man, the last 2 fighters they got up here enrolled in Vada testing is Zach Parker and Andrade.
Uh oh.
Well,
Uh
oh
oh.
well. So what
Chocolatito
that mean? So what you
Chocolatito and Martinez.
Cute guy coming with
They got
receipts out
Dimitri
this mug.
Bivol and Canelo. They entered before Chocolatito and them. We got Dillian White and what's it called? Fury. You got Serrano and Katie Taylor right here. These like
is Crawford up there?
did it.
Is Crawford up there?
Crawford, matter of fact, nope. Crawford went up there in his last fight with what you call it.
Okay,
What's his
right.
name?
Let me see
What's
the
his
energy
name?
then.
What's it? Who he fight?
Porter.
Yeah, they not up there.
That's what I'm
Okay then.
saying.
Well, hey,
Porter.
the
Yep.
good.
Both of them.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander then. So it is what it is.
We
Oh,
ain't talking
now it
about
is
that
what
though.
it
We
is.
talking about
Hold
earlier.
on. See, Jamal, you see how
Okay.
you switched up?
No,
You
I'm
see how you
not
switched
switching. I'm
up?
just saying we could use the same criteria for every. So, because Spence is a boxer just like
Bro, it's
everybody else is.
3 belts involved in this one though. You know what I mean? We talking 3 belts. None of them sanctioning bodies ain't worried about that shit. They all like,
Well,
okay.
guess what? If they ain't worrying about that shit, guess what? I'm not either. Fuck it. But that don't mean they cheating. That don't mean that though. That's
I
the
just
thing. You
want to say
can't.
this.
Man,
I just
It,
want
it
to
go
say
might
go
this.
ahead,
mean what
Tony.
it
Let
This
me
is.
say
dude
this
Tony
real
gonna
fast.
support you with this,
I just want to
Jamal.
say this
Watch.
real fast. You pass 100% of all tests that you don't take. That's all I'm saying. So
That's a fact.
failing's not an issue if you never take the test.
That is a real fact. Jamal, I'm appalled at you, man.
Hold on, I ain't
You
hear what
just
he said.
switched.
Say it again now.
You heard the nigga, man.
I ain't,
Okay,
I
go
ain't hear what
ahead.
he
Go ahead,
said. Say
Tony.
it again.
I said you pass 100% of all tests you do not take. So failing is irrelevant if you're not taking a
Man,
test.
stop. Stop being that
Look,
old
look, I'll
technical
say
dumb
this. I'll
shit.
say
That
this.
shit
I'll
don't
say
even.
this, Jamal. I'm
It
gonna be
don't make no
100%
sense,
honest. I'm
dog,
gonna
for
be
you to
100%
say
honest.
something like
Listen,
that.
listen,
If
listen,
I don't walk
listen.
out of the, that's
Jamal,
just like
Jamal,
you
listen to
saying,
what I'm about to
that's just
say.
like you saying, if
I'm
I
about
don't
to be
walk out in the street,
100%
I don't
honest
get
with
hit
you.
with a bus.
I do
Come
not.
on.
No, just listen, listen. I do not know if Earl Spence Jr. is on the sauce or not on the sauce. I have no idea. I believe whenever you get to a high enough status, everybody's doing something illegal because you have millions and millions of dollars on the line. I don't think there's any such thing as a clean athlete, 100% clean. However, I will say this. Regardless of whether Earl Spence Jr. has failed or not, I will say one thing that does make me say, uh, whether he's clean or not. He's got gynecomastia, which means he's got bitch titch, which means he's got fatty tissue underneath his nipples. That is a clear indication of steroid use. That is
No,
one
it's
of the
not.
number one
No,
signs.
it's not.
Hold on, listen to me. I'm not saying he's on it because some people can have it whenever they go through puberty, they could get it. It's a possibility. It's rare in males, but it does happen. He could be that rare case. But what I am saying is
That
gyno
nigga
is
ain't
a
going through
good
puberty.
indication that somebody has done the juice.
Oh, okay. Have he got tested and failed? When he got tested, have he failed?
Let me
Nah,
let
he
me
didn't
say
fail
this.
no test,
I'm gonna answer
Jamal.
your
Okay then.
question with
Okay
this. I'm
then.
gonna answer your
The
question,
the one
Jamal.
VADA
I'm gonna
test he
answer your
took, he
question
didn't
right
fail
here.
that one.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let
he
me let
was
me.
in Bada in
So Olympic
2019.
style VADA
That was with
testing.
Mikey, right? Q.
Yeah.
See, telling you, I remember the date. I remember which fight, nigga. It's been so long.
But
Jamal.
check this out.
So that what y'all trying to
Olympic
use
style.
excuse
Hold
now.
on,
That
Jamal.
what
Listen to
y'all.
what I'm
What's the
about to
point?
tell you. Olympic style VADA testing. Marion Jones, a track runner, passed 250 of them before she got caught. 250 tests she passed, and then
Ooh.
she finally got caught on the 251st one.
Guess
Just
what?
because,
Guess,
just because they ain't been caught, don't mean they're not doing it. That's all
okay.
I'm saying.
Well,
First,
you guess what though? Okay, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Then. So other than that, ain't no sense even trying to assume he's doing it or gonna get caught. Man, damn that shit, man. Like you want to see the Crawford fight away.
Shit. I think
I
shout
think
out
he
to
be,
Lisa
I
on the
think he
Crawford.
run.
need the
I
three
think
belts,
Crawford will
man.
beat him
That's
whether he
what we need
lose
to
or
worry
not.
about. We try to get the Crawford fight, gonna spank him, then we're gonna move on up. I
So,
ain't
so
studying
what?
that shit, man.
So you think us saying this won't make the Crawford fight happen? Because the Crawford think he could beat the guy. Shit, probably on that juice or not. It ain't really got nothing to do with that. We're just saying when it come to this fight, y'all talking about how he look good and all this and that. He get up in there. He looks. If he look good, that's cool. But that ain't really what I'm looking for. I'm looking
What you
for.
looking for?
I'm looking for him to show me some things that I haven't seen before. His defense ain't as good. His boxing overrated. His jab overrated.
Well, why he ain't lost then?
Okay,
What?
Jamal.
Mungia
Okay.
ain't lost yet. What you talking about? So,
Why he
Oh,
ain't lost then?
counter
Okay, but if he
to
overrated
the
in all
lip.
these aspects in boxing, why the fuck he ain't got exposed yet?
he ain't need that to beat them busters that he fought. He had a split decision with Sean Porter,
Did he beat him?
and he
Damn.
dropped him
Did he beat him? Yes or no?
barely.
Split.
But it
Did
was
he
good
beat Danny
though.
Garcia? Did he beat Danny Garcia? Yes or no?
You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Come
He
on,
better
man.
have beat.
Undefeated,
He
man.
better have beat
Like you
Right,
Mikey.
trying to
and that
find flaws. You,
and the
bro.
Danny fight is the exact reason. Well, really, the Sean fight is what made me say the jab overrated. But the Danny Garcia fight proved it to me. You know, he won outboxing him. But we talk about Danny, who won throwing a lot of punches, and then we talking about like he pulled back. He on some of his jabs. I don't know. It just don't look good. If he get in there With Crawford,
And Crawford looking good.
He ain't gonna be able to do that. Pulling back his punches with Ugas, because Ugas a counter puncher. He gonna send them bitches his way.
Man, Ugas, man, that's a tune-up, man. What's it? Spence fight tune-up.
It better be a tune-up. He ain't taking no damn testing.
Hey, I'm telling you something. One thing about Spence, I'm telling you something.
Right
ain't
now.
nobody doing what Spence doing, dog. Spence don't get tune-up fights. He don't. Yeah, all he fight is tune-up. And when I say tune-up, I mean elite fighters. He don't got there just go, I'm gonna fight a bomb and this and that. No, hell no.
Wait. This word confuses the fuck out of me. This is what I don't understand. When statements like that are made, when people put Errol Spence in a pound for pound and say people aren't doing what he's doing, it confuses the fuck out of me. How many fights has Errol Spence had?
No. I'm saying.
Answer the question. How many fights has he had?
I'm trying to clarify what I was saying, but you said what?
I said
27.
How many fights has Errol Spence had?
27.
27. How many divisions has he been a champion in?
One.
So let me ask you this. Are there multiple division champions right now?
Yes.
So there's people doing more than Spence then.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you too fast on the trigger now. I was trying to clarify what I was saying. I was saying doing what he's doing by taking back-to-back hard fights every fight. Ain't nobody else doing that. Name somebody who's doing that other than Spence. I'm talking back-to-back killers.
Back-to-back killers? Who taking back-to-back killers?
Well, when I say killer, like top, I ain't gonna say killer like top elite fighters. Who back-to-back? Who doing that? Name.
He not top
elite. Fighting top guys back-to-back.
Was Danny Garcia considered a killer?
He popular.
In 147?
He popular. He ain't.
No, I ain't gonna say killer, but a top 5 elite fighter in their division. I'm talking fighting them back-to-back.
Other than Canelo and
Mikey Garcia,
AJ, who was Usyk.
Mikey Garcia wasn't top in the welterweight.
Nowhere close. He came up 2 weight classes to avoid Lomachenko, the fighter.
Hey, y'all can keep cooking. Hold on real quick. Let me shout out Lisa. I think she donated to the channel.
Ooh,
shout out to Lisa. Let me drop I think she liked the original Dancing AB.
Who Crawford fighting back-to-back?
Dancing AB.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about Errol Spence fans. Why does Crawford always get brought up when nobody talking about Crawford?
Yeah, we ain't talking about
Crawford. Guess what? You know why? Because Crawford one of the best. And
so why he ain't
Spence one of the best.
So why he ain't following?
What you really need to ask is what you really need to ask, and the most relevant question is, why won't Spence fight him if Crawford's one of the best and he's been calling him out for the last
'cause you know why?
years?
Because this checker, this chess, this ain't fucking checker. We're gonna get the Spence, like he said, we're gonna get the 3rd belt, 3 belts, and you know, cause we know Crawford the best.
He better not get checkmated by Ugas.
We already know that. Well, of course he got to get past Ugas, but when he do, we know Crawford is the at the end of the rainbow. He the gold at the end of the rainbow. So we're gonna say the best for last. That's just how it goes.
Leprechaun, bro.
I'm not even playing favorite, but Earl is not playing chess, bro.
Right now, you got 3 belts. Crawford got 1 belt. So Crawford playing chess. So
he might be playing Chinese checkers or some shit.
So what Crawford playing?
That he not. The reason why I say he not. The reason why I say he not playing chess, because if he was, he would have baited Earl at 154. He should have left 147 after he unified and just went to get another belt to become a 2-time champion. No. Hold up. Let me cook. I just turned my stove on. Now, the reason why I say that, because Earl really never talked the undisputed shit till like a couple years, like this last year or some shit like that. So before, it was always a unification because he said, get a belt and we can fight. He got a belt and he didn't fight. So if he was really smart, bro, and I know it's messed up because his stable made it right up there at 54 and shit. But he the big fish, remember? You know what I mean? Mel really not the big fish when it come to that. So if he was really smart, he would have won another belt at 54 and told him, bring your ass up here one more weight class and get one of these belts up there. Now he's
you gotta cover your division, dog.
At 147, which is cool, but he 31. He should have left that. He should have been going out of there from like
what's the most hold on. What is the most accomplished stat that you can have in boxing? Being unified. I'm gonna give you two options. Being a two-time champion in another division, or getting all the belts in one division. Which one got?
We all know what that is. We all know the answer to that, but let me ask you this question.
Okay, then. So what you talking about?
Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, Jamal.
You know what's more important, Jamal? No. You know what's more important?
Hold on, Tony.
Let me just interject.
They gotta finish that scrap, bro.
Who set the tone? Who set the tone for Undisputed? Who was the first person?
Not Crawford.
Who was the first?
Crawford was it?
Who?
Crawford was it?
Who was the first person to become undisputed since Bernard Hopkins? Who?
Yep. We gotta go.
Who?
Ding, 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 ding. B-U-D.
Who exactly? Bud set the tone for everybody who want to become undisputed now.
Yeah,
goddamn, like Crawford wasn't the first undisputed goddamn fighter.
No, he said after.
I said after Hopkins, bro. After Hopkins and Jermaine Taylor. How long? When was the last time since Bud somebody was undisputed?
Jab Judah.
Taylor, right? After Bud,
Bud
was like
the fourth person being
after Bud, it was Usyk. Hold up. After Bud, it was Usyk.
Yeah.
Then it was Taylor. I mean, then it was Taylor.
Jab Judah was undisputed, man.
Bro, how many belts did he have?
In the 4-belt era? After he said, you got to listen, Jamal. After B Hop and Taylor, that's the 4-belt era, bro.
Bud set the tone for any nigga won't undisputed now, because nobody cared until Bud did it again, bro.
That's a fact,
bro. What does that? Okay, but what does that mean? But what does that mean? That don't mean shit.
It means
you try to discredit.
They don't really praise Bud for that, though. He did it.
So you actually try to.
Now a lot of people do though. Run hard sports. They just be hating on that shit.
I didn't discredit Spence. I'm letting you know that niggas been watching Bud, because if it wasn't for Bud, nobody would be talking like you talking about.
Goddamn, ain't nobody been watching Bud. You don't even watch Bud. You know why? Because you don't even buy a fucking pay-per-view. So what you talking about? None of y'all niggas don't.
You tripping? None of y'all niggas don't buy pay-per-view. Don't even play, bro.
Black don't tie. These niggas don't buy Bud pay-per-view. Why you think he ain't no pay-per-view stuff? We selling 50,000, 60,000. Y'all motherfucker don't buy his shit. I bought Crawford shit, and I don't even like Crawford like that.
You can't.
You know why? I don't like him like that.
You can't.
He a threat.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. ESPN adding them extra stops to that pay-per-view really fucked that shit up, man. Because if you ain't have that shit, you have to pay like an extra $20-something. Then you end up paying $90, $100. That shit push people away.
But this is what I'm saying. This how I know how niggas really haven't been watching Bud. Bro, the Jeff Horn fight wasn't even on free TV. It was on ESPN Plus. What are you talking about? With anybody who talk, y'all don't buy this, y'all don't buy this. Nigga can't tell me nothing. Nigga, I've been had the ESPN Plus app. So when Bud went to 147 and that whole little regular card was on TV, when Bud them fight came on, you had to go to ESPN Plus. That wasn't on regular TV.
How much you pay for that ESPN Plus?
They've been doing that shit to Bud. Hold up,
Jamal. What do you pay for that
shit to Bud, Jamal? You always have to have ESPN Plus, pay for it, and go watch Bud, my nigga. Even before that pay-per-view, it always was like that, bro. So what are y'all talking about?
Bro, so was it like that when he fought Sean Porter? Was it like that when he fought Sean Porter? Did you buy that?
Yes, my nigga. How you think I know that shit that's light, my God? That's nothing, bro. We talking boxing. That shit, you over here arguing me. Oh, did you buy his fight, bro? Come on, bro. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
No, I'm talking about real paper. I ain't talking about no $20 subscription. I'm not talking about no $20 subscription. I'm talking about going on there and buying it. $80.
My God. Didn't I just tell you I seen the fight, bro? I paid for the fight. I don't gotta argue about what I paid for. That shit ain't even that big like that.
Come on, Jamal, bro. Really?
No, you question everything else. Okay, when I put pressure on them with questions.
Y'all was doing boxing talk. Now you asking him about what he paid for.
No, this about boxing. I'm saying everything come with this. When you talking about boxing,
bro, you talking about pay-per-view sales. You talking about pay-per-view.
Good ass right hook or left hook with this shit. The setup you coming.
Spence gonna do 300,000.
Did you see Earl Spence interview yesterday?
Which one?
The Last Stand. You seen it?
Oh, I didn't.
I probably missed that one.
You missed it. So if you did see it, all that shit, Earl fans talking, all that money shit needs to go out the fucking window because it's come out of Earl mouth multiple times.
What you say?
That shit wasn't serious. He was playing. That 70-30, 6 step, all that shit. That shit didn't mean nothing.
It never meant nothing, even the first time, because look, Crawford never in his career has been offered a Spence fight. How is him saying that in the media?
If Crawford this and that, why Crawford ain't offered that?
No, because niggas like you, Jamal, go out here and spew that shit.
He's a free agent right now. He can't offer them nothing.
No, I'm talking when he was with Top Rank.
It never meant nothing, bro. Look at what Devin did. You talking about when he was with Bob? It looked like Bob doing a damn good job when it come to boxing. So niggas is cat,
bro. Yeah, that nigga is giving us some fuck fights. So real quick, hey Jamal, what you think about this comment right here? Ayob says Spence's best wins are Keith leftovers, bro.
Man, you know what though, man? When people say that about their leftover stuff, guess what? Everybody leftovers, dog. It don't matter who you fight. Somebody always gonna fault them or beat them. So everybody gonna be leftover. It don't matter. That's a real crazy comment right there.
There's some casual shit right there.
Yeah, that's casual shit. Everybody leftover, dog.
Okay, so y'all don't be saying the same thing about us, Bud and Kell Brook.
You said what?
Come on, Jamal.
We can say the same thing about Kell Brook.
No, we don't say that. We don't say that.
What y'all say?
You say that because you would contradict what the fuck you just said.
So I say everybody leftover. No, I don't say that. No, because everybody leftover. It don't matter. Everybody is. It don't matter who Canelo fight or AJ fight. So probably Wilder, Tyson Fury already don't follow him and beat him. Everybody be leftovers, man. It ain't like the boxing is like in reality human, like a virgin, a woman virgin. She's not leftover. That boxing not like that. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to use that as an example. You know, so the leftover shit, man. Say that okay.
When Earl fight Bud, he gonna get his cherry pop for sure.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get two undefeated top fighters in there, man.
I gotta have them, man. 2 primes. They're gonna be a good fight. Now, I'm gonna say this. That's not no tune-up for Spence right there. That's not no tune-up. You know, Crawford the creme de la creme. So they right there at the top. So it's gonna be a war.
Hell yeah.
He need to stop making Bud mad. He better flatter that nigga.
Man, but let me tell you something, man. Bud really got miles. He got miles on him. The dude been fighting about 14 years. He really can be considered wide after. I'm telling you this. After Spence destroy this man, dismantle this man, that man don't retire. We don't want to see him no more. It's over with. Ain't no time about moving up to 154. Bro, don't retire. You done. It's over.
Hey, is this fact or fiction for panel? Who has took more punishment in their boxing career, just in the ring? Bud,
Crawford.
Crawford. Nah, I gotta say Spence, Crawford. Bro. I gotta say Spence.
Man, Spence
who have you seen like get punched more?
Crawford got like 10 more fights than Spence.
I felt like he took a lot of punishment because first off, he went from the Porter fight to the Ferrari flip to he took a lot of that to the sparring partner knocking his eye loose and shit. So hell yeah, he took way more punishment than Bud. Bud ain't had no damage.
Bud just got hurt sparring by Brian Norman.
Man, I think the Bud, Earl, Kell Brook, and Sean Porter fight alone show way more punishment than Bud done took in damn near all his fights, bro. No cap. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
He took a lot of punches.
Guess what? Guess what? Got combo.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That Porter fight was a war for Bud, though. That was a war, bro. Porter was touching his ass, bro. Y'all asleep, bro.
Bro, Sean Porter didn't even hit him
he was
100
touching
times,
Spence. The way he was touching Spence, come on, man.
Nah,
that was way.
Man. Porter pushed both of their ass, bro. I can't lie, dog.
Porter never hit Bud with a combo.
Yeah, I don't know what they.
Real facts. I seen Sean Porter hit Earl with 4 straight right hands, back. Like he didn't know. I didn't even see him hit Bud with 2 punches. 2 punches.
You gonna guess what, dog? One Jones don't got hit like a motherfucker.
So what y'all had the rounds at the stoppage? I had Bud up 1 round, 5-4.
Sean didn't win a round, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Sean didn't win a round after the 5th, and I gave him 3 rounds.
Stop, dude.
He didn't win a round after the 5th. Real fast.
Hey, all I know is Porter got stopped, just like all the rest of his past 7 opponents, man.
Yeah, he lost to 6, 7, 8, and 9. He lost to 6.
Everybody getting stopped, so it's no matter what rounds y'all trying to get at, man. He got stopped.
Bud is allowing too much success before the stoppage, though. That's my problem. Like,
shit, Tank do and Canelo do.
So hold up.
Yeah, but look though, Tank and Canelo, that's different. They're shorter fighters.
All of them getting stopped.
Look, they're short fighters. Tank can't be on the back foot and back up from shots because he'll be out of range to counter. You know what I'm saying? So he got to come forward and try to bob and weave and try to get in on the inside. He's too short. He can't be all super defensive like that.
Hey, okay, real quick, man. We're gonna take a little short break, man. This live stream is brought to y'all by Rebellious Ass Kids in America, man.
Ain't got an anchor, I was aching everything to change. I was missing out on plenty shit, just watching time fly past. I was broke down on my dick, I had to get me a bag. Having shootouts for a day and we was running from tags. I put my flex down, never sit down. I told that bitch that I never stay down. Been on your block with 100 rounds. Go to shoot and try to run, hop out the window, we gon' run you down. Shoot him dead up in his head, knock off his dreads, now he can't make a sound. Kill him where he stand, we live by law and we gon' lay it down. Tell me he won't smoke 187, that's that same shit. 357, sting you the head, knock out your brain quick. Sipping on his drink, or I pre-Fredo, this that bang shit. Doing the same thing.
Hey, switching on another topic, we got Mr. It's Me Again, Demetrius Andrade, returning back, but he's going into a higher weight class, higher risk, and he's confident as ever, man. What's y'all thoughts on him? Hey, Tony, go ahead and give us your take first, man. Well, why he getting it together, man? Let's see. I think we got some up in here. We got some up in here where this guy here is pretty hyped.
May 21st going down. The champ is back at it. Going to the line.
He hyping shit, so.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, Andrade, you know what I mean? Shit. If he get a fight with somebody, I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Unduckable, my nigga. All he needs to get is one fight with somebody. You know what I mean? You can damn near count on 2 hands, motherfuckers that don't want to fight him because they want to blackball him. They don't like his style. Or they just want to keep quiet. Triple G just don't say shit. You know what I mean? You got niggas like Triple G don't say shit. Shit, you got Jamal Charlo, man, that just want to keep the past shit going. He don't want to fight him. Canelo, pick your reason why he don't want to fight him. The style, he don't like him. Whatever. Triple, man, come on, man. Andrade, I'm ready for him to fight. I hope he look good against the Parker dude. I'm gonna be honest. Only thing I really say about him, and he getting a little older, so it's probably a little too late for it, man. He got to learn on finishing better. He don't don't finish these guys once they hit that canvas and then make people question his power. But I do think he got good power. I just think the punch placement and him, stopping people, finishing people just ain't as good as, the upper echelon. But hell, he gonna give you a run for your money. It ain't no easy fight with anybody that want to get up in there with him, though. I'll say that about Andrade.
Yeah, and he's going after the WBO once again because he was the WBO champ in the previous weight class, middleweight. So, that's his quickest route, I guess, to becoming world champ. So if he beats Parker, he'll be the interim. And then, from there, that'll move him closer to possibly getting a title fight or at least just a big fight, hopefully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. Is it so this really he's not gonna be fighting on DAZN no more. Yeah, am I right or wrong about that? He's not gonna be fighting on DAZN anymore.
All right, Colin, what's going on? Is this on Sky Sports? What fight is this gonna be?
This is a Queensberry promotion BT Sport fight. This dude Zach Parker is not especially well known in the UK. He with Frank Warren and them, so. Frank Warren kind of paid big money for this fight. I don't know.
He didn't even pay $2 million, $3 million for this fight. I think the purse bill was like 1.9 or some shit like that.
I think he bid like 2 because Andre is getting like $1 million something for the fight, and the dude is getting like $400,000, some low number.
Yeah, so that's like 1.9. 1.8, some shit like that.
Yeah. So Andre is getting that. So I guess there was like, oh well, shit. If you want this fight, go ahead, no problem. But this was Andre's last fight with Matchroom, and Eddie said straight up, like, we tried everything. Nobody wants to fight the dude, and his contract is up. We don't really have no more fights left for him. I mean, he's pretty much used up all the Eddie Hearn's guys. The last guy he knocked out, Jason Quickly, was a Golden Boy guy, and Eddie don't have no more fights for him. So he said, like, if something comes up, he'll offer Andre the fight, but he hopes Andre gets a fight someplace else. He don't have nothing else for him. So that's how it goes. You're not gonna block him or nothing.
Right, but just ain't got shit else for you.
He ain't got nothing else for him.
Well, sign with PBC. Can't do nothing but sign with PBC.
Well, all them PBC dudes duck Demetrius Andre, Charlo, Benavidez, all these dudes.
Sign with PBC. It don't matter. Sign with PBC, dog.
Oh, so that's
point blank and period.
So
he's just an advocate for just PBC, dog.
Hold on. So PBC guys, you gotta say
no, Kobe. I'm talking about the bet where the fighters at. You'll have a better chance of fighting if you sign with PBC, just like Crawford.
That's not
sign
true.
with PBC.
That's not true because PBC.
Well, who else you gonna sign with?
PBC
who else you gonna sign with?
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. PBC has guys over there, and they don't even make fights amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so who he gonna sign with?
I don't know. That's his choice. What I'm telling you is signing with PBC don't guarantee you fights. That ain't no guarantee. And I find PBC to be holding back their fighters because they could have got Demetrius Andre to fight on their platform. They could have sent Charlo to fight for the $7 million. He said no to both things, to go into the zone and fight. He said no to Andre coming to PBC to fight. Benavidez and his father talking shit like, yeah, I'm gonna fight Andre. Next thing Benavidez promoter is like, well, they gotta pay more than Canelo for Demetrius Andre to fight the David Benavidez. Ridiculous, nonsense. And they don't have none of them fights over there at PBC.
Okay, so who you suggest he sign with?
I don't know. It's up to him.
I wouldn't really be mad at who he signed with. I mean, he could just call some people bluff at the end of the day back to the zone. He already called out everybody bluff on the zone and Golden Boy as far as Mungie and Triple G. They don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? He want to call some more people bluff. He can go over there and call Jamal Charlo bluff at 160. Tell his ass to come up. You know what I mean? Fight Benavidez. Do some shit like that. I mean, it's cool. At the end of the day, what? Who they got at top rank? I mean, I don't even know who you gonna knock out Baranga, beat up Baranga or some shit.
They're not gonna put Berlanga with so Andre can embarrass Berlanga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, PBC just
that'll
thinking
be a
about it,
wash.
it would be. You just go over there and just test them guys out, see what the fuck they want. You know, try
Yeah,
to.
I mean, if he signed
But
with PBC and they still don't want to fight him, then well, shit.
but calm. But I think the thing is when you go in there, you gotta, you know, with your contract, you gotta guarantee those the guys you gonna fight. You know what I mean?
agree.
For you to sign that contract, you just not gonna go over there and fight.
Yeah,
you know, Caleb.
Not just go over there and be like, "Yo, I'm here. You know, give me whatever fights you got."
Fight David Lemieux or some
Charlo,
shit. Nah.
I want Charlo. I want Benavidez, Caleb Plant.
Facts.
That's who I want. No open-ended contract. Go with your. I mean, shit. You know, so I agree with that. If he signed with PBC, I'm not mad at him. I want to see him in good fights. And these dudes keep ducking this dude. And they keep saying he trash, he can't punch, he ain't fought nobody. Well, that should be easy work then.
Hey, Con, what in the words of Devin Haney love to say, they say everything but fight.
There you go. There you go.
But Benavidez did kind of, you know, say the smoke. I think David Morrell, but you know, we'll see, bro. David Morrell, he a little too big, and Ronnie Shields said he wanna train with him in a couple more fights to see where he really at as far as through his eyes. So I don't know if we gonna see Morrell really with nobody. He probably gonna go up to 175 in the next 3-4 fights. To be honest,
I think David Benavidez gonna go to 175.
But I mean, with Andrade, I hope he come through, man. I hope he can make this shit look spectacular. You know, he like one of the oldest. Well, he almost 35.
Yeah.
So man, it's almost a done deal.
Yeah, so it's him. He need to get the ball rolling. He cool. I fought with Andrade. I think he need the man. He can do three-time champion, maybe. I don't really know if he gonna be able to get that Canelo fight if Canelo was a fucking fight dude, you know. So I don't even know, bro.
Nah, he said he'll never get the fight, so he ain't focused on Canelo. He just got to do what he got to do for him, his career.
But he trying to put himself in a position to at least for it to be known that Canelo ducking him again because he fighting Parker for that elimination.
Yeah, it'll be 3 strikes on my end, bro. I'm like, damn, that's the 3rd weight class.
Yeah, that'll be 3. Yeah, for real.
But you know, he is fighting at 175 right now, so who knows? Like, ain't really no word yet if he gonna vacate his belts or he gonna stay at 75 or what? Is he gonna come back?
Who, Canelo?
Yeah.
Shit, he supposed to be trying to fight Triple G at 168. Triple G, bro. After Triple G fight old boy, Murata. After he fight him, I guess after Canelo fight Bivol, that they supposed to meet up at 168.
Man, I hope Murata win that fight.
Hey, but on some Vital type.
I guarantee Bill will beat Canelo. He gonna beat Canelo.
Oh shit! He talking about guarantee, huh?
Oh no!
Yeah, he's gonna beat Canelo. I'm telling you.
Oh wow!
It's gonna be good. I gotta see Bibble temperament. I gotta see his temperament toward Canelo. You know, if you want to really get up in there and get the dub, kill him. You know, no respect. You know, kind of like how all the other fighters that did good with Canelo, they had their mind stated. They ain't coming there respectfully. Oh, thank you, Canelo. Da 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 da. Nah, they coming in there to win. You know, the Triple G fights, the Lara fights, Floyd. You know, shit like that. They was trying to win that shit. All the rest of them guys, I can't sit there and say they wanted to win that fight. Any of them guys. I mean, Caleb Plant, yeah, but Caleb Plant a little too friendly.
Started talking to him and shit.
Yeah, looking for, you know, certain type of respect, whether you was for real or sarcastic. That shit, man, you go in there and knock this nigga head off. Ask that nigga, do you punch hard? And throw one of the hardest punches you could throw. Shit like that. Like, you doing some.
That's a better question. Hey, I was gonna say this, man. I was sitting there thinking about it and shit. It's almost like a what's that one show with that whatever that theme music, but I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, you got Devin Haney, Dillian White, and Demetrius Andrade, right? Mm-hmm. 3 of one of the most avoided fighters in boxing, right? And again, they've gotten a lot of hate, unnecessary hate in boxing.
Blood in there.
And hold on, but I'm just trying to make this little connection here. All three of them names start with a D, right? And they taking significant pay cuts this year, and they are going to be possibly in the biggest fights of their career. You know, Demetrius Andre going up 68, the most dangerous division he's been in. You got Devin Haney fighting for undisputed, Dylan White fighting practically, the lineal heavyweight champ. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
and I know what they all got in common. Eddie Hearn. They all promoted by Eddie Hearn.
Well, that's crazy because I mean, you have these people telling me, "Oh, don't work with Eddie Hearn." It's like nobody can give me a reason why you shouldn't work with Eddie Hearn. I've seen other guys work with Eddie Hearn, and their money seemed to be straight. They had big fights. But you got these other people, I'm not going to go work, letting their promoters tell them, don't work with Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn is this, and they ridiculous fans don't work with Eddie Hearn. The problem is the people who are telling them don't work with Eddie Hearn can't pay them like Eddie Hearn. And you're sitting back telling me, my promoter said I shouldn't go to Eddie Hearn. But your promoter ain't giving you the same deal. It's just ridiculous, man. Canelo can work with Eddie Hearn, Danny Jacobs, Mikey Garcia, you name it. Lomachenko, by the way, also work with Eddie Hearn. But these other dudes letting people tell them not to work with Eddie Hearn. Don't fight no Dillian White. Nah, man, don't fight no Andre. Man, stop.
Yeah, I think it's just the when it comes with those three fighters, Dillian White, Demetrius, Devin, it's just Eddie Hearn couldn't give those guys, those big fights. As far as Dillian White, he got the way short end of the stick, and with Andrade and Devin, it just looked like Eddie Hearn couldn't secure them the fights, and now he can't or doesn't want to pay them the purses that he negotiated with their contracts, because with Devin and Andrade, they was still like one of the, they was getting paid real good, but it's like they getting paid not to fight the big fights when you look at it, because when you look at the division they in stacked divisions, 135, 160. It's a lot of fights that could have been made. And even on Andrade's side of the fence, he wasn't able to get him, the Triple G, the Munguia shit, So it's just
they paid Andrade to stay away from Triple G so he can get another Canelo payday.
I don't know if I agree with none of that, because if you're offering Jamal Charlo $7 million and he's saying no, I mean, you can only offer people fights if they're the ones saying no, I don't want to fight your fighter. You can't force people to fight. And then people say, y'all saying like Eddie Hearn couldn't secure it. Well, the fault is really on the persons that were offered the fight. Triple G wanted to fight some kind of tune-up in between the Murata fight. And when it came out in the media that the Zone said no, they want him to fight Andre. And Triple G chose to sit out for 1 year and not fight nobody because the Zone didn't want to pay for no goddamn tune-up. They wanted him to fight Andre, and he still said no. So it's like, you can only offer people fights. If they don't want to take the fight, then we need to start looking at them people, them fighters who keep saying no. Devin Haney was over there, Ryan Garcia over there too. Golden Boy said no. So it's like, at which point do we put the blame on the people turning down?
Ryan told that man to his face that you're last. He said, I'm finna fight him, and then you.
Yeah, but then
told him to his face.
Yeah, but he ain't fought none of them people. What I'm saying is, at some point, we got to start looking at the fighters turning down the fights and giving them heat, rather than the promoter who they don't want to work with for no good reason. Like, they can't tell me no reason they don't want to work with Eddie Hearn. No good reason. I ain't never heard.
Some people might say he's, showing more favoritism to certain fighters now. than
Yeah,
others.
like, do you think he should those two they should stay with Eddie Hearn,
Who?
Devin and Demetrius Andrade?
Devin made a hell of a good
Hell
living with
no. They don't have the belts for them.
Like he had to go. Like Devin literally going to a promoter that I heard him say he wouldn't work with.
But he had to because they forced him into that. They
They got the belt.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They don't need Eddie Hearn to do what they need as far as their legacy. Eddie Hearn, he cool, but he ain't making nothing happen as far as the American market with those fighters. You know, I'm not bashing him, but when it comes to those certain guys, he's no good. He probably good for other
The
fighters.
only person he got fights was Danny Jacobs, and we probably know why Jacobs got them fights.
But he managed by Al Heyman.
So that means when they want, they can let their guys. But then you see, people like Danny Jacobs are a little bit different to people like Jamal Charlo and them.
He not a champion. The difference is with Jamal, those guys that they can't get to on the PBC. No guy, and we all know this, no champion, nobody on PBC that holds a championship belt will never fight on another platform with somebody who doesn't have
Even
one.
Dillian White, look at where his biggest fight at. Not on DAZN. He finally got his title shot, but it ain't on DAZN.
And
He
look at
turned
this.
on Joshua though. He had a title. He turned it down on this. On Sky back then.
Who?
What he said that Joshua was too short of a training camp or something for him.
No, he said his issue was that, oh well, I'm supposed to get the bigger share if we fight again in the rematch class. He's like, oh, no.
How the hell you lost?
Anyway, so what I'm saying is, it shouldn't be cool that Devin Haney has to sign with two promoters who had a chance to sign him and they turned him down. They shitted on him, right? And they shitted on him all this time.
No, Bob never shitted on him. Bob never shitted on him.
You mean Bob?
Hold on, real quick. Bob swindled him with the Lomachenko shit. That situation was.
God.
Yeah, Bob saying that he wasn't signed to him, so he not finna let him fight Loma.
Exactly.
I keep telling people, man.
Yeah, back then Bob was definitely on some fuck shit with that.
Yeah, but
I keep telling y'all.
But I'm not gonna let you get in here and fight Lomachenko when I'm promoting somebody that I can fight. This is because you not signed to my promotion. But I guarantee you that's a 3-fight deal we got with Kambosos. I bet you that third fight is motherfucking Lomachenko. I bet you
somebody at top rank. I'll go up to 140 after Kambosos, man. Devin might be drained after 2 more fights at 135.
That's what they're hoping.
He's still young. I say I give him, like, if they can make all 3 of them fights in the next about 14 months, not too much over a year, I still give Devin that because he got the youth on this side. He's still young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's growing though. He's big. He rehydrates to 155 already.
Yeah,
you know, it's just tough.
Yeah.
It's tough making that 135.
Yeah, but I see it different if he was in the later 20s and shit like that, like Earl age or 29. You know, too far of age of being down that low. You know what I mean? I think he's still good enough to make that weight probably the next year. But I think it's gonna start taking a toll on him if it haven't already. You know what I mean? But
hey,
let's see.
I was gonna say, on a different spin, like when I'm looking at like the younger generation, you got the Ryan Garcias, Teofimo Lopez's, you got the Tank, the Devin Haney, Shakur Stevensons, the Valdez's, that stock. I mean, when we looking at it, we got Shakur, what is he, 2 division champ? And he's about to be in a unification bout. And you got Devin Haney about to be in an undisputed bout. You know what I mean? That is going to me, and I don't know how old Kambosos is and how close he is in age to them.
I think he 30, 31 or something like that.
Oh, okay, so he's not really young like them. But like if he was to win, like if Devin Haney pulls it out, I think that, he pulls ahead in that stock. You know what I mean? Him and Shakur, they would be up there. They would be kind of like the two of the hottest names in my vote as far as being on the big champ shit and just being like guys that's just setting the bar high for all the rest around their age group. Y'all agree?
Yes. Hell yeah. Because he can surpass so much of that stable with just 1-2 fights, a fight and a rematch, and then fighting one of the most respected guys at 135 in Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He be pound for pound for real.
Yeah, you surpass so many. You surpass damn near half of boxing, and including that most of the stable that Bob got. It's like he already said he tried to sign Devin. You know what I mean? Devin didn't take it.
Yeah.
So why would I have
He always said Haney signed with the wrong promoter, so he wasn't finna get them shots.
Yeah, and I wouldn't either. This business, you know what I mean? But now that I got you in this co-promotion and then he got him over there, Devin gonna see the good production. Like ESPN do good production with they fight, the lights, the crowd, all of that shit. ESPN, so many people seeing you through the app and on the little commercials and shit. Man,
and you know what? I said this before, I'll say this shit again. It's just we seeing when you go to different sides of the street, it's for different reasons. But when you go to Top Rank, bro, that's for legacy. Right? When you go to Top Rank, your legacy is about to shift. You're gonna be in some big ass fights that matter, that's meaningful for your resume, your career, as far as unifications, undisputed. You look at it. Come on, let's just look at this shit.
Damn, Flame, put the picture up of Bob with Ali and Bob with Hitman. That he got Bob with the quarantine beard and shit, man.
He said the quarantine beard. Bobby, man.
Put Bob up there when he had the little long slick back.
Bobby Schmurder Aram, nigga.
Bobby Schmurder Aram.
What the F do we have to sign with PBC to get a fight, says Lisa. Yeah, she not with that signing with PBC for a fight.
Yeah.
I feel it, though. I feel it on that.
I feel
What's
Lisa,
up, bro?
man.
So?
Yeah, I feel Lisa, man. Purist with this boxing shit. Gotta respect Lisa's opinion on that. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't. I don't like
top
that.
Tier.
Yeah, I don't really like that. Neither. I say the same thing with Earl. Like, everybody saying he had to sign with PBC. He really didn't. He really didn't. Shit. After all that money I seen him pay Sean, I'm sure goddamn Bob would have said, shit, hey, send him over here. Fuck, I pay for the whole fight with Bud and Earl. Like, so. And then look at all the time it's taken for them to do the shit with Bud. Like, if Bud was on PBC and he left and he really wanted Bud after he left PBC, I'm pretty sure they would have had signed him like immediately after. Like, they got to get the ball rolling. I think PBC, they a little too, they like a step behind when it come with, like promoting and shit. Like, you barely see they fighters, even some of the fighters they say are the stars, you barely see them out like fighting and shit. Like, that shit crazy. Like, I don't really see that with Top Rank and like that. So how I look at boxing and the stuff that's going on, like, it seemed like the whole world turned against Bob for narratives that people was pushing on Bud, which as time had tell, none of that shit was true. And that comes from Earl mouth and a lot of them narrative making ass people who even came up with the shit. You know what I mean? That shit didn't age well, bro. But the truth, but the truth is always that shit gonna tell in time. The truth gonna come to the light. All that capping shit that people was doing, you know what I mean? And goddamn, Devin coming out his mouth. If you really want to make the fight, it's up to the fighters. Devin made this shit, and you see how he talking. Y'all can complain about what he got paid. He don't give a fuck because he know what he doing this shit for.
Legacy,
you know what I mean?
So you saying Bud gotta walk in there and take that 30%?
No, because
your boy already apologized about
Earl
that
said that shit cap.
Yeah, he even counted his own shit with
He
that.
done
So
said that shit like 3 times since the damn press conference with him and Ugas, bro. What is niggas listening to?
yeah, that's canceled out with that. Hey, real quick, man. I was thinking about this, man. Erickson Lubin's next opponent, right there on the screen, man. What's your prediction, man? This Erickson Lubin got to fight this tree, man. This tall ass tree of a fighter, and they call him Sebastian Fundora. And you know, is he gonna be able to land, man? Is he gonna be able to land them power shots and break the tree down?
Man, I don't know. I think the odds makers know something we don't know. Cause shit, I heard them odds was kind of close. I'm gonna go check them right now.
Yeah, Lubin gonna beat Fundora ass. Fundora,
yeah,
he be giving up that range for no reason. Just no reason at all.
Right. You're like, don't do that one, dog. Don't give up the, you know what I'm saying? You better keep that reach out there, keep that jab, keep that stick in Lubin face, man. If not, shit.
I think Lubin gonna be pop shotting him. He gonna be pop shotting him. Fundora, he gonna be trying to throw a lot of punches at Lubin. I don't blame anybody who think he might clip Lubin ass though, but up until that point, he gonna be losing the fight, man. He gonna be getting his ass countered. Just like how he was doing Rosario ass.
Yeah, he fucked up Rosario. I was a little surprised by that. The way he fucked up Rosario. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you it's levels, man. Styles, for sure. Lubin gonna kill him to the body. Yeah, if he get to the rib shack, bro, it's over.
Yeah,
he gonna be he gonna be done.
Yeah, Lubin.
Fundora leans over so much, especially when he's throwing them punches. His face gonna be right there, the body gonna be right there.
Man, Lubin gonna mix his ass up. He gonna be turning his ass, fucking the uppercuts, man, all that shit, like reaching, countering his jab and shit. Like, yeah, he gonna.
Yeah, he understand. I think he understand how big this win will be for him. Solidify himself as one of the top guys at 54. Even though we already knew that, but like you just look at the guys he's beat lately, you just looking like, damn, boy, Lubin
been fighting some good comp.
Yeah, I think
Lubin is cleaning up the division, bro, low key. Like
he say they keep putting him in eliminator after eliminator.
Man, put him in one more. If he win this, put him in that bitch with Tim Tszyu, then give him undisputed.
Ooh, that'd be a tough fight. Two southpaws. Wait, is Tszyu a southpaw? I'm trying to think. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen a nigga fight. But that'd be a trip. The styles of them two clashing. That'd be tricky. It'd be tricky.
Power and shit. To see if Tim Tszyu can lay his ass out or not. Like
Tim Tszyu, he's really strong though, but he got to be a little less predictable because.
Yeah, he definitely.
All I say is he just be throwing them hooks. They be strong, but he ain't got no jab. Defensively, his head is always like on the line, no head movement. He like one of them dudes that try to, just overwhelm you,
He like a low budget Joe Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Low budget Joe Smith. Damn, I don't know. Joe Smith.
He's strong though. He could beat anybody any night. I mean, but he's just not that technical to me. And when he catch and shoot, you know how them fighters, they be like catching and shooting. It looked like he's doing that shit with his face. Like, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this?
He said he catching and shoot with his face. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what he can't do that with Lubin. Garcia, then with that left uppercut.
Yeah, I missed that fight. You can't do that with Lubin though. Don't catch shit with your face, dog.
Catch you with the left cheek, shoot the right hand.
Catch your ass, nigga, taking a nap. Don't do that. Feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, but go ahead, Q.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, Lubin, he sending them shits in combinations too, so you don't have to watch.
Right. Hey, on a bottle or not a tip, right quick. If it's not on the website, man, don't believe the hype. That's all I'm telling y'all, man. Bottle or not promotions, dog. Bottle or not, man. All you gotta do is look it up yourself. Like, Shout out to Jamal. He came on talking that a lot of this, a lot of that stuff because of something he heard. And then all Q did was come on and just go to the website and just go down the list. You feel me? And then it's dismissed if you saying anything different other than what's on that website. So Bada would, Bada don't discriminate. They report whoever's. If you fuck with them, they fuck with you, and they will report it. Reporting, they will put that shit out on display, homie. Broadcast
So
publicly
Spencer
for everybody
Ugas
to see.
still not on the website.
Nah,
Q,
nope.
Q.
Let me refresh this motherfucker.
Please refresh this shit so that we not making any kind of mistakes. Hold us accountable. And if someone calls themselves the truth, make sure they speaking the truth, man. Credibility.
Nah, you're not up there.
Nah, you're not up there, Jamal.
I ain't not up there.
So loud and clear. Q is a credible person, man. So credibility is big in life and in this boxing talk, man. Feel me?
Hey, they were talking about that bicep shit again with Ugas. I'm like, y'all didn't learn from the last fight.
That motherfucker big, huh?
Oh, word. They're trying to say his biceps is on that stuff.
Oh no, I ain't seen him.
You got the Roy Jones biceps, bro.
Yeah, they trying to say the name.
Roy biceps was Roy used to have them different biceps though.
See, your Roy was ripped in a motherfucker.
Yeah, we was like, he come in the ring, we like, oh, you get knocked out. Roy about to knock this boy out. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. And then priorities, man. Shout out to everybody that had their priorities in order. You feel me? And don't be on get a whole life to YouTube and shit. Prioritize and shit. But and then get the credibility, man. Shout out to LeBron. Like he said, hashtag Vada or nada. You feel me? Hopefully I didn't leave no stones unturned for this one. We had the Andre, we had the hey man, shout out to the ones that's gonna be supporting the American, shout out to the Cali homie Devin Haney. He's gonna put America on his back, the dream. It was all a dream, you know what I mean? He going in there for undisputed. You know what I mean? Dreams do come true. We got to see if it's gonna happen for him. You know what I mean? But shout out to the ones that's not discriminating and gonna be supporting the American man. You feel me? Keep the same energy. Shout out to Lisa Bells, Trav. Trav got an archive of stuff on the Errol Spence videos. If y'all have any questions about suspicions of anything and all that drug testing, Trav got a lot of work for that. He do. Bruce Gas, what's up, bro? This was an early one. It was a rare early live stream for y'all. We had some good guests come through, Grindhard Sports. We had the lab, one half of the lab, Q the God, came through. Shout out to Method. He maybe catch the next one. He must don't get up that early like us, Q.
Nah, he at work. And he working early.
Okay.
Shit.
Big ups to him, man. Get that paper. Get that paper. Who else we had? Iron Cone. We also who am I missing? Oh, Tony's Reviews and then Jamal. And then Jamal Wright. You feel me? But that's really all we got for this one, man. I'll probably send y'all out with the Devin Haney clip. Best of luck to all of the upcoming fighters this weekend. Riri Garcia will be taking on Emmanuel Thago live in San Antonio, Texas. And he will be putting his social media belt on the line, I think. And whoever wins that, wins that. Who else also this weekend? Got quite a few. I think events coming up this weekend. But it's heating up, man. April is about to be lit. This spring flame that's coming through with these fights is just magnificence, man. It's nothing less than magnificent. Shout out to the young generation of fighters on the come up and setting the bar high, like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. They're getting their moments this year. They young, but they getting their moments this year to really set themselves apart from the pack, in a real way, So I'm gonna be paying attention to that. Errol Spence, this is a very, very critical year too, I think, for not only him, but the whole PBC brand. I think PBC is kind of on his shoulders, along with Tank, but there's been rumors I've been hearing about Tank and his relationship with Floyd. And so we'll see. we'll see what goes on with that. Questionable things with Eddie lately, and with the American market and things like that. He's been doing a lot of pulling out. Looks like lately, a lot of pulling out. You know what I mean? So, it was like he was all in trying to make an impact in America. Doesn't look like it's really that way now. So it is what it is. But it's me again, Demetrius Andrade. We talked about him. He's trying to make an impact at 168. And the hate continues, but this guy is still daring to be great. He's going up in weight. A lot of people were saying dumb shit about like he's ducking a mandatory at 160 when everybody was screaming he need to go up and challenge himself. And so he's doing it now. He's challenging himself, and they still not happy. They still got an issue. So it's me again. He's doing what he got to do. He's confident as ever, and we'll see if he can get business taken care of at 68. You know, if everybody that keep hating on Devin Haney, man, it's just jokes, bro. It's jokes, man. Win, lose, or draw, man. Shout out to the kid, man, for, you know, humbling himself, being B-side, basically flaming the shit out of this street side of the streets and shit, man, because people, real boxing fans know. I know which fighters to get behind and push this flame behind and which ones not to. Because I know if they on some big champ shit and if they not. You know what I mean? But I'm your host, BHP. Hopefully y'all got something from this live stream. If not, man, on to the next, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade.